Hello, everyone. Welcome to this guide on how to learn English faster. I'm excited to share a practical, step-by-step approach that's helped so many people like you make real progress. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, the key is a balanced mix of smart input, active practice, and consistent habits. We'll dive into a plan that's efficient, adaptable, and grounded in what actually works. Let's get started. First, let's talk about setting precise, time-bound goals. This is where everything begins. Without clear targets, it's easy to feel lost. Imagine you're a busy parent wanting to chat with your child's teacher in English. Instead of a vague wish like, "I want to speak better," set something specific like, "In 3 months, I'll hold a 10-minute phone conversation about my job without pausing too much." Or if you're aiming for a test, say, "I'll score a 7.0 on the IELTS in 6 months." These goals give you direction and a way to measure success. Now, break them down into weekly micro-goals. For vocabulary, aim to learn 50 high-frequency words each week. For grammar, target 3 new structures, like using conditionals in sentences. And don't forget conversations. Plan for at least 3 short chats with a language partner. This makes big dreams feel doable. Take Maria, a friend of mine from Brazil. She set a goal to order food confidently in English in a month. By breaking it into daily word lists and role plays, she nailed it ahead of time. It's all about those small wins building up. Next, prioritize high-frequency vocabulary and structures. You don't need to learn every word out there. Focus on the 2,000 to 3,000 most common ones first. These cover about 80% of everyday English. Use reliable lists from Oxford or corpus-based resources online. For example, words like however, although, or necessary pop up all the time in conversations and reading. Shift your attention to sentence patterns and functional chunks too. Things like, "Could you please pass the salt?" or "I'm looking forward to seeing you." These are ready-made phrases that make you sound natural right away. Instead of memorizing look and forward separately, learn them together in context. Think of it like building with Lego blocks. These chunks snap together easily. I remember helping a student named Ahmed who struggled with polite requests. After focusing on just 5 chunks, like "would you mind," he started using them in emails and calls, and his confidence soared. Now, combine intensive input with active processing. Start with short, rich materials, maybe 400 to 800 words, like a news article or podcast clip. Read or listen slowly, repeating until you understand most of it. Annotate key parts, underline new phrases, note pronunciations, then extract those useful bits for later. Active processing takes it further. Try shadowing. Play the audio and repeat right after, mimicking the speaker's rhythm and tone. Or transcribe. Listen and write down what you hear, then check against the original. Sentence mining is powerful too. Collect 50 to 100 great sentences and pop them into a system for review. For instance, if you're listening to a TED Talk on habits, mine sentences like, "Breaking bad habits requires consistent effort." This turns passive learning into something you own. Let's look at spaced repetition for retention. This is your memory booster. Use an app like Anki or RemNote to review vocabulary and sentences. Always prioritize example sentences over single words. It's more natural. For example, instead of just ambitious, card it as "she has ambitious plans for her career." Review for 15 to 30 minutes daily, adding only 10 to 20 new items to keep it sustainable. I once worked with a learner named Lee who forgot words quickly. With SRS, she reviewed daily, and in 2 months, her recall jumped from 40% to 90%. It's like watering a plant regularly. Steady effort leads to strong roots. Produce language early and often. That's crucial for speed. Speak every day, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes. Start with self-talk. Describe your day aloud while walking. Record yourself and listen back, or find a conversation partner online. For structured practice, describe pictures, say a photo of a city street, and time yourself for fluency. Summarize articles or answer prompts like, "What are your hobbies?" Aim for smooth flow, not perfection. Then get corrective feedback from a tutor, exchange partner, or apps that analyze your speech. Consider Sophie, a French professional. She spoke daily for 10 minutes, recording job interview answers, and with feedback, she fixed her th sounds and tenses, landing a promotion in an English-speaking team after 3 months. Mistakes are your teachers here. To optimize listening comprehension, use graded materials that match your level. Start with podcasts like ESL Pod or audiobooks with simple stories. Watch TV shows with subtitles, then remove them gradually. Re-listen to tough parts multiple times. The listen, transcribe, compare cycle is gold for tricky segments. Focus on how words blend, like gonna for going to, or the rise and fall of sentences. Pay attention to prosody, the music of speech. For example, in American English, questions often rise at the end. A student of mine named Raj improved his listening by transcribing 2 podcasts a week. He caught reductions like wanna, and his comprehension in meetings doubled in a month. Grammar through usage, not just rules. Learn it in context. See a rule in a sentence, then make your own. For troublesome spots, do short drills. Write 10 sentences with past perfect, then speak them out. Immediately apply it in real talk or writing. No more rote memorization without practice. Think of grammar as tools in a toolbox. You pick them up when you need them. Create immersion pockets to surround yourself with English. Change your phone to English. Follow accounts on social media in English. Think in English during routines like cooking. Schedule English-only blocks, 30 to 90 minutes where everything is in English, reading, writing, listening, speaking. This builds comfort naturally. My neighbor Elena did this during commutes, listening to audiobooks. In 6 weeks, her internal monologue shifted to English, making conversations effortless. Establish a high-quality feedback loop. Weekly review. What's better? What's stuck? Adjust your plan. Record your speaking, note gaps in pronunciation or vocabulary, fix 1 or 2 weaknesses per week. For resources, reading, graded readers, or short news from Voice of America Learning English. Listening, Luke's English podcast with transcripts or shows like Friends at your level. Speaking, tutors on iTalki or Preply for lessons, tandem apps for chats. Writing, daily journals corrected on language exchange sites. Pronunciation, apps with minimal pairs or spectrograms. A sample time budget for intensive learning is 60 to 90 minutes daily. 15 minutes SRS review, 20 to 30 minutes intensive input with shadowing, 15 to 20 minutes speaking, 10 to 15 minutes grammar drills. If time's tight, prioritize speaking and 15 minutes SRS. Motivation hacks, link practice to habits like after breakfast. Track streaks, words learned, minutes spoken. Reward yourself, a new book after a milestone. Common pitfalls, passive watching without output. Fix by summarizing what you see. Big vocabulary lists without recall. Use sentence SRS and produce often. Fear of errors, set easy goals, and celebrate fluency gains. Let me share more examples. A busy professional, Tom, hit conversational fluency in 4 months with 20-minute tutor calls daily, 30 minutes SRS and shadowing, plus weekend talks. He went from hesitant to chatting with clients easily. Another, student preparing for the IELTS, like Priya, boosted listening by transcribing 2 podcasts weekly and adding 80 sentences to Anki. Her score rose from 5.5 to 7.0 in 3 months. If you must choose 3 priorities, speak daily, even briefly, use SRS with sentences, do active listening with shadowing and transcription. Remember, progress multiplies when you blend input, output, and repetition. Focus on common material and daily action. You've got this. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your English transform. Thanks for watching. Drop questions below. See you next time.